Praise the Lord with the harp. Make music to him on a 10-string lyre. Sing to him a new song.
Open up my eyes to the things unseen. Show me how to love like you, how to love me.
Play skillfully and shout for joy.
When I worship, my whole world goes silent. All the noise that this world has to offer just stops. The warmth of his presence is so contagious, isn't it? The peace that I feel in his presence is so overwhelming, yet so calming.
Wait, that was crazy. It was just for me. Okay, cool. Now we're continuing. So 7 years ago, I got depressed. Like I got so depressed that no one knew about it. Not even my mom, nor my siblings. And it was just me on my bed every day. And before the depression, I used to sing. I used to love singing. I remember I used to sing in the shower. My mom used to come in my room while I was singing, and she'd be like, "Wow, this is a really nice voice." Da, da, da. I used to sing at church. I used to dance like during productions and all that. Until it stopped. I don't know what happened. Like it was like a wave of like sorrow just came over me, and I stopped singing. Okay, I didn't stop singing. I used to sing, but like I never used to get out and sing like I used to. And yeah, so like it happened for like a really, really long time. I wouldn't say even like 1 year, like a long time. Until like some friends of mine like convinced me to like get out of my shell and like, start singing and worshiping. I remember during family altars, I used to like lead like worship and all. And like people would actually be touched, I just want to say that worship is not about, going on stage and, doing your thing. I feel like worship is more than that. It's, once you sing to someone can get healed. Like depression goes away, like sicknesses go away because like you're touching the heart of God and you're like, singing your heart to God. You're leading people to God. My call is not like on the stage, like only. I feel like it's in homes, it's in individuals, because I used to sing to my friends at school and they'll like really be touched.
vindicator. In place of all the pain, you gave me joy, my vindicator. In place of all the ashes, you give beauty, you're much better than my life itself, because your love is greater. I find peace in you, my maker, oh Lord, my vindicator. In the eyes of the beholder, paradox, she is bipolar. 9th grade, she's taking shots and taking dope, a heavy smoker. 10th grade, she burns herself, the heat, some kind of healing potion, but somehow her heart is colder. 5'9", a tall woman, her anxiety is taller. 16, a teenager, but her depression sees my shoulder. She just wants to get away. Darkness seems to be her babe. Get away. The doctors medicate, the therapist is okay, but it seems like only suicide can take the pain away. They're playing hide and seek, she's searching for amnesty. She looked into Hennessy, found nothing like liberty. In place of all the pain, you gave me joy, my vindicator. In place of all the ashes, you give beauty, you're much better than my life itself, because your love is greater. I find peace in you, my maker, oh Lord, my vindicator. In place of all the pain, you gave me joy, my vindicator. In place of all the ashes, you give beauty, you're much better than my life itself, because your love is greater. I find peace in you, my maker, oh Lord, my vindicator.
Hi everyone, my name is Vanya Lagoon and I'm a worshipper. Let me first catch my breath. I play the keyboard and a bunch of other instruments, but I'm specialized in the keyboard. I do a bit of audio production as well. There's a bit of rapping here and there. And yeah, I just love praising and worshiping God through the expression of my gifts and talents that He has given me. Yeah, it's a really blessed journey, really fun, really engaging. You get to meet new people. You get to commune in the presence of God. It's just a very beautiful journey. Although, I have to be honest with you, it's not always like that. Some days are rough. Some days are challenging. Some days make you think stupid things that you never thought you'd think. I can recall one incident when I had a really, really bad week, and yeah, Monday was bad, Tuesday was bad, Wednesday, and it just went like that. And on Sunday, guess what? I had to show up to church, and I remember going to church. I was not having anything. I was not in the mood of anything, and I was just looking at the praise and worship team in praise. Like, I had to appreciate the licks the instrumentalists were doing. I had to, look at those cartoons and be like, wow, yeah, and give the keyboardist that look. And when worship came on, it came with like a reflective mood, and I started to reflect, and I just felt like, God, I'm not having this. I have to be honest with you. I can't worship right now. I've had a really bad week. It was really rough. It was not good, and and that just, I was just in that mood. And I remember the Holy Spirit whispering in my ear, and He said that, Vanya, listen up, I'm about to tell you something very important. Vanya, how you're feeling does not change who God is, and it doesn't change how worthy of praise and how worthy of worship He is. Today you can be feeling sad or happy. You can feel sick or healthy. You can feel like you did something good and you're feeling holy, or you did something bad and you're guilty, you have blood on your hands and all that. And throughout all that, through those 100 moods, God is still the same. He's still faithful. He's still holy. He's still majestic. He's still excellent. He's still loving. He's still worthy of praise. He's still worthy of worship. He's still worthy of honor. He's still worthy. He's everything. While you went through 100 phases of different feelings, He's still that. And yeah, it's just a prompt to like worship Him for who He is, not based off how you're feeling. And I was convicted at that moment.
Open up my eyes to the things unseen. Show me how to love like you, how to love me. Oh, break my heart for what breaks yours. Everything I am for your kingdom's cause. As I walk from earth into eternity. Hosanna, Hosanna.
Worship has always been my safe place. It's where the noise quiets down and it's just me and God. I love worshiping not because it's easy or perfect, but because it brings me back to the one who knows me fully. Over the years, I've learned that worship is more than just singing. Yes, music is a huge part of my journey. It's how I first learned to talk to God. There's something about a melody that opens up the soul. But worship doesn't stop with a song. It shows up in how I live, how I love, how I serve, and even how I let go. There are times when worship feels effortless, when everything flows and I can feel His presence so strongly, it brings me to tears. But there are also days when it's a fight, days when my mind is distracted, when I'm carrying the weight of doubt or insecurity. Sometimes I stand in front of people to lead worship and all kinds of insecurities flood my mind. But that's the beautiful thing about God. He's never asked me to be perfect, only to be present. So in those moments, I breathe, I pause, I remind myself that it isn't about sounding good or getting it right. It's about giving Him my heart, in whatever condition it's in. I've learned to worship through tears, through silence, through questions, and every single time He meets me there. Worship is where I come alive, not because everything is perfect, but because I'm finally aligned with the one who is. And that's why I keep worshiping, no matter what, because He's worthy.
So music has had a huge impact on my life. I mean, come to think of it, I feel like I've been around music all my life, and growing up, my dad would always play Joyful Celebration or Israel Houghton. Then we had the Wow Hits DVDs that he'd play, and would have one for every year. And so I feel like I've always been around music, so that's how big of an impact it's had on my life. Later on, it became like a hobby, because when I started to learn instruments and started to do it consistently, it became a hobby. But I feel like right now it's more than that. It's sort of become a part of me and a part of who I am. So it's more than just a hobby, and that's how big of an impact I feel music has, and that's why music is so powerful. Music comes from God, and even in the Bible we see numerous examples of instruments being talked about, instruments in heaven, angels playing trumpets, harps, all that. So music is from God, and I feel like since it's from God, God gives it as a gift to us. So my musicality, my talents, my gifts, my abilities, I feel like they're all from God. So I don't look at them as my own achievements. I look at them as things God gave me, and so that sort of gives Him a right to that gift or to that talent. So I feel it's very fit to give it back to Him, to use my talents for Him, because He's the one who gave them to me. And yeah, there's a certain fulfillment that comes from you doing what you're created to do, fulfilling what you're made to do. Because as humans, we're created to worship God. That's the very purpose. God created us for, to worship Him. So it's just that fulfillment that happens, that comes when you worship God and you give, back to Him with your gifts and your talents, And I've felt very many examples of that, like playing my instrument. Sometimes, like let's say in worship, it's just you playing on stage, obviously with the other band, but then there's that moment that everything else fades away and it's just you, your instruments, and God, and you just communicating directly to Him.
Worship isn't just about nice voices, the fancy instruments, the flashy lights. It's about the adoration of the Most High King. It's about bowing at His feet and leaving everything behind, only focusing on His face. Just like a fire, it burns, it warms, it lights, it moves with a frequency of its own. When you glorify His name, you are comforted. When you dance for Him, you are healed. When you lift His name, your chains are broken. When you look up to your God, you are delivered.
Get on your feet. Get on your feet. You are in the fireplace. The flame has been lit. Get on your feet. Get on your feet. You are in the fireplace. The flame has been lit. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. The flame has been lit. The flame has been lit.